Welcome back to the Reidel Law Firm Library and Odyssey channel. I want to chat about today the differences between an area representative, an area developer, and a sub-franchisor in franchising. These terms can be confusing, and it's every so often we'll have folks come chat with us, wanting to review their area rep agreement or something, and find out that they don't quite understand what it is, and it's actually maybe an area developer or whatever. So I want to give a little clarity to that and point you guys in the right direction. If you need help with franchising, if you have a franchise system you're thinking about joining and you want some help reviewing the franchise disclosure document or an area development agreement, that's what we do. We do it flat fee and we do it quick because we read them every day. I know right where to look. And I've systematized it pretty well, so I just knock them right out. Reach out to us. We got a link in the description where you can give us a call. And also check out our website, right? You can find us there. We have a chat there on the website as well. You can reach us, and let's find out how we can help you. So let's chat about area reps, area developers, and sub-franchisors. So the first, let's talk about area developers, because this is most typical that I see with besides unit franchises. So let's start there. Actually, let's start unit franchises. That is a single unit. It is a one-shop deal. That is what you are most likely signing when you're joining a franchise system. You're signing up for one location, for one unit that you want to open and operate and be a franchisee. Now, sometimes systems will sell packages of units. Maybe they'll have a 3-unit deal or a 5-unit deal where they'll give you a certain territory and you got to open up a certain number of units there. Once you get to a certain scale, over 3 or 5, it's probably going to be called an area development agreement. And an area development agreement in its purest form is merely the right to open and operate that number of franchise units, single units. So you sign up for a 10 package, that's an area development agreement. They give you a city, right? And you got to open up 10 units in that city in a certain time frame, 10 years probably. So the area development agreement is an agreement to sign more agreements. Note that too, because the area agreement says you have the right to open and operate 10 units, but once you're ready to open and start that unit, you need to sign a franchise agreement for a single unit in that process, right? So when you sign an area development agreement for 10 units, you will ultimately end up with 10 franchise agreements for each single unit by the time you're finished with the area development agreement. So I see that most often with unit franchises where franchise systems will have packages and sell 3 packs or 5 or 10 packs or whatever, and it'll become an area development agreement. Now, some systems will sometimes confuse area development agreements with area reps. An area representative agreement. And the difference between an area representative agreement and an area developer is that area developer, you are signing an agreement for the right to open and operate your own units. A area representative, it has the right to solicit and basically sell units. They're not signing the agreement with franchisees, but they're out there selling and finding potential franchisors in their territory. So they're soliciting. Now, an area developer in its purest form, you are not supposed to sell one of your development units to another third-party operator. You're supposed to open and operate them yourself. Some systems will have that variation where it's kind of an area rep because you can open and operate it your own, or you can sell that unit. You can sell that license to someone in your area development area and let them open and operate it. So there's kind of a little gray area there where some systems will be a mix between an area rep and an area developer. So area representative is, in its purest form, again, is a right to solicit and to support the franchisees in your territory. So what this means is that you are the person or the company that's out there selling in your territory. You're trying to solicit and get sales for people to join your franchise system or that franchise system. And also, you're going to be responsible for training those new unit franchisees and for supporting them ongoing. So if there are compliance matters, you're going to be the one out there that has to go and fix the compliance matters. You're the one you are the one, that will have oversight. So you're going to have to go and visit your shops in your area representative territory to make sure they are compliant, to help them out with whatever they need, training or supply chain issues, getting the best deals on their products and equipment. So it is, it's kind of, you somewhat are acting as a franchisor in the sense of support only, right? And then you're soliciting. You're not signing agreements with franchisees, but you are soliciting, you finding the right person, and then you're giving it to the franchisor to finalize the deal and sign the contract. So that's an area rep. We covered an area developer. Now let's chat about subfranchisor. And a subfranchisor will sometimes also be called a master franchisee. That's most typical in the international space, where a franchisor is selling the rights to franchise in another country, and they're calling you the master franchisee, where basically you are a sub-franchisor. So a sub-franchisor in its purest form is the right to grant franchises. So that means that the sub-franchisor is the one who has the rights to the trademark and to the brand in that territory. Obviously, it's being licensed to them as a sub-franchisor, and they have the right to sub-license it to a unit franchisee. And part of that is the biggest part is that grant is you as a sub-franchisor are signing contracts with your unit franchisees that you're selling to. So sub-franchisor, if you are a sub-franchisor, you're the one signing the contract. If you're an area representative, you are not signing the contract. The franchisor is signing it. So that's a big difference between those two. And sub-franchisors, in the international space, it's typically called the master franchisee. And that just means that you're the number one franchisee and you're in charge of the whole country and you're sub-franchising the rights to everybody else. So there's a lot of responsibility there too. So with a sub-franchisor, there is also typically the support requirements, right? There is typical support, compliance requirements, and maybe even some other matters that are rolled into that. So a sub-franchisor is it's a big bite. It's a big project to bite off and run. So typically it's advised that franchisors look for very highly qualified and experienced people and companies to be sub-franchisors or master franchisees, because they're the ones signing contracts, and you have to have a very high level of trust and expectations for that sub-franchisor. So that's it. I just want to share a bit about that. Area reps, area developers, sub-franchisors. If you're looking at one of those agreements, you're getting a little confused, or if you want to learn more about what those are and we can help you understand your obligations, reach out to us. Check out the link in the description to schedule a call with us or visit our website, and let's see how we can help you. So we'll talk to you next time.